Iona, Staffa. Now Mull is what every island wants to be. The most popular island here is of course the Isle of Skye, and a lot of that is down to the fact the journey to the Isle of Skye is amazing. 2 different routes, both of them are absolute amazeballs. When you go to Mull, you actually get off the ferry, that's when the adventure starts. And it's got the cliffs, the mountains, the waterfalls, the golden eagles. And right in the middle of Mull we've got a little part of Australia, tiny little part of Australia. It's actually the grave of Lachlan Macquarie, a man who was born on a little island just off Mull but buried in Mull. And Lachlan Macquarie's changed Australia forever. He changed it from a penal colony to a nation. And wherever you go you'll find his name, especially got people from Sydney, the main university, Macquarie University. He's a great man. He's actually buried on Mull. Beyond Mull is Iona. Now Iona is a tiny little island and it's very Gaelic. This is political correctness gone crazy. But all the signs say all the signs will be in Gaelic as well as English. The warning signs are only in English. It shows they don't really care that much.
walks to get
Another lovely day in the... Oh my God! Before that, and then it'll be the Celtic music as we head over the hills. It's really going to look beautiful today. I like a little bit of shadow, a little bit of sunshine. But as we head through, this is a national park, but the Highland clearances, 1746, the Jacobite rebellion's been put down. And remember, for hundreds of years these people fought and died for the landowners. But they had been used to fight against the crown, so it became illegal to have a private army. So this is when the landowners realised, why keep these people? Let's get rid of them. So they threw them out. Now there's three different kinds of landowners today. They're looking for a chance, for a future. If you can find in amongst all these poor lost souls somebody who could read and write and count, who's going to be in charge? It was always going to be the Scots. The second kind of landowner, there's three kinds. The second landowner, he couldn't care less. He just got rid of it and he wanted the sheep. Throughout Europe, wars were breaking out all the time, and they needed certain things. They needed two things. She didn't quite rule as long as our present queen has been ruled, but certainly through a different time, very, very different time. So that's my wee favourite at the moment, is Queen Victoria. Literally my wee favourite, but our queen's about the same size. Don't know if you've seen her next to President Trump or anybody else. Bill played bagpipes on the beaches. The Germans didn't shoot him because they thought he was mad. That's a slight on the Germans. The reason is because many years later he met some of the German soldiers that had been there at a reunion. He said, "Why didn't you shoot me?" They all looked at each other and said, "You never had a gun." Because when you go to war and you've got to shoot somebody in front of you, it's not because you hate him and you're not even bothered with his ideology. You're shooting him in case he shoots you. It's, war is self-defense. Well, once they put you out there, the decisions are not that way, but you're all human beings. And of course he didn't have a gun, so these Germans, lovely Germans with their honour, didn't shoot him, so he survived. And last week I would imagine on Normandy, because when he died a few years ago in the south of England of old age, there was a lot of French pipers and they really treat him like a hero. So they saved up money and they've got a statue of Bill Mullen near Sword Beach in Normandy. Everybody should go to Normandy at least once just to get the reality of what the hell is bad about war. But Bill Mullen, he's a huge hero here, huge hero. So we're going to get the music on now, some Celtic music. Take about 15 minutes to get over the hills. In about 15 minutes time we will be at Dalwhinnie Distillery. That's when we go on the straight roads and we get the bagpipe music on. So a little whiskey story when we get there. But just sit back, relax. These are the areas for anybody who's ever seen